Character coaches and sports chaplains, let's think for a minute today about the resources we might use for leading, facilitating coaches' huddles. As we meet with coaches periodically, we get opportunity to invest in them, some real important information. We can discuss things with them. One thing that's been very successful for me for a bunch of years is we'll choose a book with the coaching staff to read. We'll have everybody read the book, and then we'll discuss a chapter or two at a time when we get together, whether it's weekly or bi-weekly, and we'll discuss those things. Once we're started discussing, we can drag in anything else we want to. We can bring in more intensely spiritual content as we choose if we just start with the book that we're reading. Many times with coaches, it'll be resources like this. It'll be a leadership book, something built for enhancing their leadership skills, and they find those to be of great import. This one in particular, Legacy by James Kerner, has been really good with a number of staffs over the last several years. Some of these books, like John Gordon's Power of a Positive Team, I'm doing that with a team right now with a set of coaches, back to a women's basketball staff and a women's softball staff. We're doing this a chapter every couple of weeks, discussing what's in there, finding that to be of great value. Again, it's about how do we develop teams. That's one of the things coaches really want to learn about. Obviously, a great resource for working with coaches is the FCA Coaches Bible. I have one group that meets every week during the football season and in the off season as well. And we read daily these devotionals that are in the back, 365 of them in there. We read whatever we've been, signed for that day. We discuss what we've read for the last week at our weekly meetings. That works out really well. It gets them into the scripture, and that's what I really value above all things. Another thing that's of great use are things like this, the the Team Huddle Bible studies that are inside FCAresources.com. This Team Huddle Bible studies, those can be used by teams. They're written for teams. They can also be used by coaches because the same ideas are going to apply to them and their teams. So think about the resources you use with coaches. They can be of great effect because you're the one in relationship with them. You facilitate and you help them discover the truth that Christ is revealing through the scripture and through your relationships. You'll be a great value to your team.